Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil. There are other means to the same end, but they are not the true way.
Alright guys, hello! We're back with some Genshin Impact. It's been a little while since I played this for story content, but we have the next little bit of story to do. As we can see, Albedo and Seacrest are in the distance over there. Although she's kind of hiding behind Albedo. So we're gonna do this, get it out of the way. There's a lot of other things that I want to do. I wasn't planning on playing this. I didn't know when the event was going to launch, but it is live. I'm just going to switch to my main squad here. We're going to get started with these two.
Hey, Timmy! Is that Albedo? Why is he leaving?
Hey, it's the
He's
traveler in
walking
Paimon.
into people.
Hello, you two. It's been a long time. Were you having a really serious discussion right now or something?
Just a regular catch-up. We meet here once in a while to go through any recent developments in our research projects.
So we just missed him. Maybe we should have hollered to him. He didn't look in the best of moods just now, though. Was he upset about something? If so, he probably wouldn't have been in the mood to help out anyway. Upset? You mean Albedo? Yeah, he wasn't looking his usual self. Upset? Uh-oh. I wonder if...
What are you looking at me for?
I wonder if Timaeus' research topic is so boring that Albedo finally snapped.
Surely not. It's not that boring, is it?
Nah. Anyway, Paimon wanted to ask you for a favor, Timaeus.
A favor? Well, sure. How can I help?
Well, Paimon found a bunch of super-duper sweet Sincerias in the mountains the other day. But if Paimon eats them all, then they'll all be gone, so Paimon isn't ready to finish them all yet. Paimon was thinking maybe you could make a device that you put fruits in and it turns them into juice. That way, they'll be preserved for as long as Paimon needs.
I mean, she isn't crazy.
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid that sort of thing is a little...
All this magic power and we can't make
It's
juice.
pretty straightforward to Paimon. Can't you do it?
Paimon, I'm afraid you've entered into the realm of the weird and wonderful with this one.
Okay. So how about you, Sucrose? Any idea? I'm sorry. It doesn't sound like it falls within my area of expertise. I could give it a try if you really want, but I'd probably just end up giving all your precious fruits arms and legs.
Whoa, your tone is so calm, but your words are so terrifying. You'd think I'd be used to this by now.
Well, as you know, my focus is on bioalchemy. Besides, keeping things fresh forever is just not possible. If you just wanted to modify certain properties of the fruit or their seeds, on the other hand, I'd easily be able to help with that. Alchemists usually focus in on their own research areas. Take us, for example. Timaeus, Albedo, and I all have very different research foci. Paimon, your idea is very imaginative, but it's beyond Timaeus' and my ability. I don't think even Albedo can make such an incredible device. After all, alchemy is not mechanics. There is a big difference between the two.
I see. We've dropped no frames. We've been at a solid green on OBS, but it keeps yelling at me that the encoding is too much. I think Genshin Impact has become too powerful now.
Excuse Paimon for
All these
overestimating
updates.
the power of alchemy.
I'm
In
gonna
fact,
leave it as is.
Before Albedo showed up, everyone in Mondstadt thought alchemy
Yeah, what up,
was
Hemp Mine?
useless. Of course, we know better now.
No drops for you, and
But
no
even
drops
then,
for
I
me
have to
either.
admit, alchemy is only one of the many wondrous arts in the world.
OBS is acting
It's
the
certainly
Mickey.
not some kind of all-powerful magic that can simply take a substance and preserve it indefinitely.
I do see Genshin is
sorry.
lagging a bit.
That
Earlier,
wasn't meant as a criticism against you personally.
I was on a little earlier doing the dailies, and Genshin was lagging. I assume it's just not, like, fully optimized with the latest update, because this updated just yesterday. As for Black Friday deals, I haven't bought anything yet. I might buy one thing for myself. I'm undecided. But how's it going? How about you? You treat yourself to Black Friday? We'll keep Paimon in check.
Some fruit juice? What's wrong with that? Oh, of course, these are just Timaeus' and my subjective opinions on the matter. If you're really intent on pursuing this wondrous device, you can try your luck asking Albedo. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If he has no idea how to make one either, you'll have to give up on the idea.
He doesn't seem to be in a good mood today, though. What if he ignores us?
Go on, air fryer, nice.
Albedo is not that kind of person.
Hey, so where is Albedo heading to anyway? Dragonspine?
Unless he specifically says otherwise, Dragonspine is where he usually goes. He seems particularly fond of that place. And somehow, the cold doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Then let's go to Dragonspine to find him. Come on, there's no time to lose.
What are you gonna fry with your air fryer? Alright, amidst the shadowy... whatever it said.
Seriously? Albedo doesn't like my alchemy device? It can create tiny ice crystals. I thought I had a good design here. I was planning to take it further.
Timaeus, it's not completely useless, but perhaps it needs to be a little more original.
Oh, okay, I see. I'll give it some more thought. Then again, what is the use of this thing? I'm the one who came up with it, and even I can't think of a potential application.
He made an ice cube maker, and he doesn't realize it. Tishk, tishk. Can I get rid of this? Alright, there we go. Let's go to the quest. The snowy past. So depending on how far this event is, because I don't know how long it's going to be. But maybe we do the Hangout events today too.
This looks lively. What's the occasion? Let's go and have a look.
Hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy meeting you all the way out here.
Amber? Cyrus? Halid? What's everyone doing at Dragonspine? Don't you mind the cold?
Oh, the Traveler is joining us too.
Oh.
Great! Fantastic! Wonderful! The more the merrier.
I
The
agree.
back
I
looks
feel
worried.
much better with the Traveler joining us. Definitely the kind of person you want to have around in a tight spot.
Oh, right! Paimon remembers most of these people are from the Adventurers Guild.
Yes, we know
Then
Paimon.
again, it seems a certain outrider is doing too.
Allow me to explain. The Adventurers Guild is holding winter training on Dragonspine. As you know, our members have varying levels of adventure experience. Dragonspine is an excellent place for budding adventurers to challenge themselves and improve, but it's dangerous to go alone. So, we made a plan for senior members to pair up with junior members. This way, everyone can experience training on Dragonspine together under safe and controlled circumstances. Now, every adventurer can progress together. I've been working on this grand plan for half a year now, and it's finally coming together! It's a great plan, isn't it? Hey, you are an outstanding adventurer. Surely you must be willing to join us and help out.
Just look to Amber. Amber, please help.
Is the Adventurers Guild short on experienced members?
Well, that's part of it, actually. The other reason is, when I was patrolling the perimeter of Dragonspine, I found a lost kid named Joel. I heard he lives here on the camp, so I escorted him back. I know, Joel's father went missing. I totally sympathize with how much Joel misses his family. Dragonspine is so bleak and deserted. It must have been so lonely for him here.
Aw, Amber.
Anyway, I wanted to do something to cheer Joel up, so I said I'd build a snowman with him. It's something he enjoys doing. It also gives me a chance to stay here for a while and help Cyrus out.
Yeah, since it's you, I don't care about
Aw,
Joel.
Really? Thank you. Let's go meet up with Joel then. Oh, I invited another friend of mine to join too. She should be here any second. She'll be perfect for this kind of thing.
Eula
Hey,
tagging
Cyrus,
along.
we've got to take off. Is that okay?
No problem. Go ahead. I still have some final checks to make, so I will call you before we depart.
I saw the teaser for Shen-He released, and I am of the conflicted parties
Yes.
because I wanted to save for Yai.
Feels like every time
But
I try to
Shen-He looks
drum up
pretty
some
nice,
enthusiasm
too.
for my idea, nobody wants to know. But whenever the young lass starts talking, everyone rallies behind her. What am I doing wrong?
Not rocking tits
Hey,
and
don't
ass,
talk
man.
that way, Cyrus.
He might
You're
got
the
an ass.
branch master. You're awesome.
Not an amber
Have
ass.
you done anything apart from resting all day? Come on! Are your supplies ready? Have you done your warm-up exercises? If not, then get to it, lad!
Oh, yeah, sure.
If not, get to it, lad. Are these people saying anything? Not that I can interact with. Alright, let's go. We're gonna try and be quicker. Yeah, you can see the game is lagging.
Hey,
It was
Joel,
doing
we're
that
here.
before I started recording too.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy right now. It's nice to have so many people to hang out with. Are you here to build a snowman too?
Build a snowman.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to do the introductions. This is Eula, the Spindrift Knight and captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company.
You would
Amber,
think
you're
she
being far
has
too formal.
better
The
things
child
to
is
do.
never going to remember all that. Please, just call me Eula.
Okay, Auntie Eula. You can call me Joel.
Auntie Eula?
Uh-oh. Eula's gonna add that to her long list of scores to settle.
All right, if that's what you want to call me, go right ahead.
Whoa. Eula just let something go for once?
Amber, what's this I hear about a snowman? I came to assist because you told me the Adventurers Guild was short-handed.
Yeah, that's something else. But look, Joel's at the age where he should be having fun, and there's nothing to play with on Dragonspine. He used to build snowmen with his dad, and since his dad's not around, we're keeping him company instead. Besides, Eula, it's gotta be more fun than taking an ice bath all by yourself. Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun.
Yep. Count Paimon in too. Paimon wants to build a snowman.
Auntie Eula, are you too busy to join in? If so, it's okay. I understand.
No, nothing like that. My mind was on something else, that's all. Building a snowman with Joel, are we? Sounds wonderful. I'd be delighted to join you.
Everyone's so nice.
Then let's get started. First, we need to split up into teams to gather some supplies. Joel and I will be on one team. You and Eula can be on the other team. Hey, Joel, see that huge tree over there? Wanna race me there?
Advertising the banner, are we?
Wow. Those two are fast. It's hard to tell which of them is having more fun. Hey, what's up with you two? Why are you just staring at each other without saying anything?
Well... Joel probably hasn't spent much of his life in the city. He doesn't know me, and he doesn't know what the Lawrence name means to the people in Mondstadt.
Right. That's why he calls you Auntie Eula.
True. In his eyes, I'm just another ordinary person from Mondstadt. It was a surprise, but not in a bad way at all. How very perceptive of you. Were you staring at me the whole time when everyone was talking? You shan't be getting off lightly for that. The truth is, I'm a little concerned that I might be quite inept at building snowmen. I have never built a snowman before. My upbringing was very strict, so I never had the chance when I was a child. And after I grew up, of course, it's not the sort of thing I would spend my time doing.
Oh no! Paimon's starting to feel sorry for you,
You sound confident. All right then. Enough small talk for now. I see we have a member of the Adventurers Guild joining us.
Greetings. We have a slight problem here. We've done a head count, and it turns out that we have an odd number of participants. In other words, we still have one instructor slot left to fill. How it happened was, we originally asked Fischl to be an instructor, but she was busy with something outside of Mondstadt during this period. So, we found another adventurer to fill in for her, but they still haven't shown up yet. Thank goodness you are here.
Oh, hello. My name is Gerald. I'm a new adventurer.
In that case... Fine. But for that, you will pay.
Huh? Pay for what? Okay. I got it. I'm ready and willing to learn.
Good, good. Then everything is settled. Thank you for your help, Eula. If anybody else signs up later, I may have to ask for your help as well.
Why did you give the spot to Eula? Oh, okay! You're so nice. Paimon noticed Eula smiled just now. It must have meant a lot to her. To be honest, Eula really is the best candidate for an instructor. Most people would find it hard to cope on the mountain because of the sheer cold, but not her! Oh, now Paimon gets it. This must be the whole reason why Amber got Eula involved in the first place. We were supposed to find supplies, but now Eula's busy with other stuff, and, Paimon doesn't feel like going around collecting things. How do you think Amber and Joel are doing? Let's head up the mountain and see what they're up to.
At what point were we instructed to gather supplies? I don't remember that conversation happening. We were subdivided into teams by Amber, and then she teamed up with Joel. And that was the end of that.
Shogun approaches.
Yeah, Winter Shogun. I should probably collect some of that stuff. Yeah, it is not buttery smooth. They need to do a little patchy update. I could just teleport it over here. Next time I'll teleport it.
Strange. Didn't they say they were going this way? Where the heck are they? Did we get here too late? Have they moved on already?
A strange rustling surrounds you.
Could they be in danger? Hurry, let's go check it out!
How brave of you, Paimon. Source of the voice, it's rustling, not a voice. They actually have rustling noises, though. A fine touch.
It's coming from that direction!
Don't start none, there won't be none. Silly churls.
The sound just completely stopped! How could that happen? After all the adventures we've been on, our tracking skills are honed to perfection! Aren't they? Oh, guess we underestimated whatever was behind it. But if that's the case, then what exactly are we dealing with here?
I know that voice.
Huh?
What brings you to Dragonspine?
Oh, so it was Albedo all along!
No, it was the Ice
All
Yeti.
along. Oh, what do you mean by that?
On the way here, we kept hearing weird noises, and it felt like someone was watching us the whole time. Turns out it was just you! Honestly, you really gave us the creeps. If you're bored up here, go find something useful to do. Don't go sneaking around scaring the poop out of people.
The things you felt and heard could easily be attributed to animals, or bandits perhaps. You should be wary at all times in this environment. There are all too many ways to sustain losses here if you aren't careful. So, what business brought you here?
We actually came to look for you, but then it turned into looking for Amber, but now we've met you, so we're back to that again.
Your thought process is rather chaotic, as is the way in which you articulate it.
Hey! How dare you! All Paimon's trying to say is that we came here to look for you!
Oh, is that so? Then it must surely be something of great importance. I'm all ears.
He seems to be in a better mood than we thought, right? Does that mean Timaeus' stupidity doesn't really get to him after all? Huh. Okay, let's just forget that ever came up.
That's okay if you can't tell me about it. Just treat this as an opportunity to stroll on the mountain and enjoy the view.
So basically, the truth is we're here on adventurer duty.
Adventure duty.
Oh, I see. So you foisted the rookie off onto Eula so that you could wander off and goof around?
We're not goofing around! And Eula was the right person for the job! We were just being nice. What about you then, huh? What are you doing on Dragonspine?
A friend commissioned me to do some artwork recently, and I have yet to finish. I came here because it's a quiet place where I can gather my thoughts, gather inspiration, and gather some raw materials while I'm at it.
Raw materials? For what?
Paint. Star silver can be used to make high-quality silver paint. I just ran out of my previous batch, so I'll collect some ore while I'm here.
Ore can be used to make paint?
Yes, but you have to be selective with the specimens you choose. Even with a high level of impurities, star silver still contains fine silver-colored particles, but they lack luster, which impacts the color saturation of the pigment made from them. Paint made with such pigment is generally viewed as a fake or a defective product.
Interesting. So, paint aside, can you talk about how you find inspiration? Paimon wants to learn!
You want to learn to paint?
No, not for me, for the Traveler. Paimon wants the Traveler to learn how to paint. During our travels, we sometimes have nights where there's nothing to do. It'd sure be nice to do something memorable rather than just sit around. Painting is a great example because it can capture a moment in time, so it seems like it's definitely a worthwhile skill to have. Yep, why not? Once you mastered it, you can paint Paimon!
Not a bad idea. Well, since you two would like to learn more about painting, why don't you come with me to the campsite? I have painting materials there. You can practice while I give you some guidance.
Sounds great!
This was thrust upon me.
Oh, she'll be fine. She is a knight of Favonius after all. Let's just forget about all that stuff for now and go with Albedo. Come on, let's go! It's so cold out. Paimon wants to get to the camp and warm up by the fire.
Paimon's like, just fuck everybody else. We're gonna putz around with Albedo. It's nice to hear the music of this area again. I'm gonna run out of stamina.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Thieves! It's gotta be!
Some things are missing.
Nothing valuable, hopefully. Wait, where's Paimon's Mora?
It's hard to say their value, but some of my alchemy notes are missing.
Alchemy notes? Would they fetch a high price?
To the uninitiated, they are merely scraps of paper. But for someone who knows what they're doing, The knowledge contained in those notes is more valuable than any treasure.
So you're saying only someone who knows alchemy would have stolen them? But the only people who come to Dragonspine are adventurers, thieves, and monsters. What use would any of them have with your notes?
They should have toppled some of this stuff over. I don't know.
feel the same
Very
way.
tidy thieves.
However, hilly trail break-ins and other such incidents are not unheard of on Dragonspine. It's difficult to draw a conclusion based solely on the evidence at hand. These appear to be...
Footprints?
fresh ones. Meaning our thief can't have made it far.
Let's chase him down! We can't let them get away!
From the entrance, the
Yo,
footprints go
60
that way.
primos.
Oh, that thieving... thief!
Time to go.
That's right, it's time to go.
The footprints lead up there.
So they scaled the cliff! Okay, after them!
I suppose I could have spared the hilly churls. Hello, we have to fight you.
Shine down!
Might not need to.
Footprints on the snow are so hard to notice. So easy to lose track completely.
That's why we have to hurry.
It's actually easier to notice.
Footprints stop here!
Our thief must have jumped from the cliff. Get your wind glider ready. We're going down.
Oh.
Here.
I overshot the
footprints.
trigger zone.
They're heading to the cavern! Ooh, we got you now! You sure can run, but you definitely can't hide! Let's go in!
Wait. I have an idea. I'll go in alone. Traveler, please stay here and guard the entrance. This cavern has 2 points of entry, and there are shortcuts inside. Judging from the state of the footprints, he hasn't been in there long. I should be able to reach the other side before he does.
Cut him off at both ends. Good idea!
Whoever apprehends the thief first has to notify the other party. This way we're fully covered. Still, safety comes first. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
We'll be fine.
Okay. See you shortly. Of course.
Of the course.
I wonder if Albedo found the thief.
He's so
Taking
cool.
forever.
Chill, Paimon.
Huh. Maybe it just feels like a long time because Paimon hates waiting. Waiting is so boring. Why don't we find something to do to pass the time? You know, something like...
She would be terrible to take on a stick out.
Star silver over there. Why don't we gather it up for Albedo? It's right next to the cavern, so we won't be going far. If anything happens outside, we can be right back here in no time. Yay! Let's get started.
Okay. By the power of Geo.
This stuff looks kinda lackluster. Is that because of the impurities like Albedo was talking about?
Don't have any fire people around. Ah, there's another one. Ah.
Hey, this one's not bad. Alright, this should be enough. Some star silver shines a lot more brightly than others, huh? Finally, you're back.
Yes. Sorry. I was unable to catch him. He was faster than I'd imagined.
Oh, so after was? What a waste. Still, we won't be going back completely empty-handed. We did some mining.
Mining?
Yeah, for star silver. Look, we got quite a lot. It's just like you said. Some are really bright and shiny, and others just look like regular lumps of rock with a little shiny bit here or there.
Star silver. I was merely saying what was on the front of my mind. I hadn't thought you would genuinely go and gather some.
Well, you said they can be turned into paint, so we got pretty curious. Also, if it weren't for that thief, we'd be making paint by now anyway, right? Or even painting by this point. Anyway, it's all the thief's fault for wasting our time.
Yes, it's all the thief's fault. The notes mean a lot to me. I'm not quite ready to give up the search yet. Let's keep an eye out for clues as we go.
Oh, just one thing. Do you want us to bring all this ore back, or did you want to sort through and get rid of the useless bits first? There's no point in bringing the bad ones back if it'll ruin the quality of the paint. Some of them do look pretty dull to Paimon, so it doesn't seem like those will be of any use at all.
Indeed. The sorting process is necessary. Humans are such practical creatures. They only want those things that are good. Once they have learned to distinguish between good and bad, they will never stop comparing things in their minds. Useless things should be disposed of at the outset.
Right! Saves a lot of time that way.
Going dark.
First. So let's start by...
Help! Help me!
Wait! Did you guys hear that? Was that a cry for help? It's likely an adventurer in danger. Okay.
There's a fishing spot. Didn't even realize. I just want the heat. It's feeling chilly.
The voice was definitely coming from around here.
Is anybody there? Help me!
No way. Is that?
There's Benny boy.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? It's me, Bennett!
Whoa, it's really him!
You're probably the guy who didn't show up.
So sorry to trouble you guys again. The key should be someplace nearby. Please, help me find it.
One, how'd you get locked up? Two, you can conjure forth fire. Just open it yourself, man.
I'm sorry to trouble you. This is all my fault. No, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Right now, I just need to get out of here. I'm so cold. Achoo!
You could literally actually cleave through
So much clutter.
the
We're
wood.
not gonna find the key here, surely. Uh-oh, we got company.
That's hooey.
The wind knows me. Illusion shattered!
Send this quickly!
Oh, so they kept the key with them. Huh. We were searching around for nothing.
Oh, finally, I'm out. Thank you so much. If only there hadn't been rocks mixed in with the snow on the tree, it wouldn't have made me all dizzy when it fell down onto my head. And then I would have never walked into the Fatui's trap.
Bennett? In a cage? Never saw that coming.
I won't bore you with the rest of the details. Just me being unlucky again.
Yep, taking them out was child's play. No need to thank us.
You did? That's so nice of you guys. I know they were probably just following orders. But still, thanks for helping me out.
So what are you doing on Dragonspine? Didn't Razor want to come with you?
Did you hear about the Adventurers Guild thing? They're hosting a winter camp here. As one of their veteran adventurers, I'm here to help out the rookies. Razor's not an adventurer, and as the leader of Benny's adventure team, as well as the only actual member, I had to come on my own. But now I've been stuck here for so long, I probably missed it. Oh, I hope Cyrus doesn't get mad at me.
Oh! Wait, so that guy Gerald who got left in the lurch, he was supposed to be paired up with you? If so, sorry, Bennett, but you really did miss it. He got paired up with a different instructor instead.
What? Weren't they short on instructors? Where'd they suddenly get extras from?
A few people from the Knights of Favonius stepped up in order to help support the event, so they ended up with more instructors than students.
Knights of Favonius? Yeah, they're definitely more reliable than me. I'm just a walking accident waiting to happen.
Depressing.
Right, right! Anyway, that was just the situation when we last saw them. It might have changed by now. Who knows? Maybe a whole load more rookies will have turned up to join in. Besides, after all the trouble you've gone to show up as an instructor, Paimon's sure Cyrus will put you to work.
Really?
For sure. Hey, wait a second. Where'd Albedo go?
Albedo? You mean the alchemist from the Knights of Favonius? He's one of the instructors too?
No, he just happened to be on Dragonspine. We were just with him, but then we heard you calling for help. He must have left us at some point after that. Could he have gone back to keep looking for clues? Let's go back to the cavern and see if he's there.
Good thing it's like right here.
Still no sign of Albedo. This is weird. Where has he run off to?
This is great! Dragonspine's so fun today! There's so many people around. It's never usually like this.
It is rather crowded.
This was where we heard Bennett's cry for help, right? We heard his voice and went straight over to rescue him. Then we noticed Albedo was gone. Huh. So he just didn't feel like helping us save Bennett?
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Oh, Albedo! Where the heck have you been? We've been looking for you!
I should be the one to ask you that. Didn't I tell you to stay at the cavern entrance?
Huh?
I'm not really following who was waiting for who and who was looking for who, but first things first. I apologize, Albedo. I don't fully understand what's going on, but it seems like it's mostly my fault.
No. Bennett, this is not because of you. You needn't blame yourself. Traveler, clear this up for me. What was the reason that you left the cavern entrance? Did you...
There you are. Stay right there. You have a lot of explaining to do.
What? Me?
Huh? Eula? Aren't you supposed to be helping the new guy?
Yes, that's what I would be doing, if I hadn't been interrupted by a certain someone's malicious scheming. Albedo, I saw you taking Joel towards the wasteland at the edge of Dragonspine. That place is crawling with monsters. What the devil do you think you were doing?
Whoa, wait a second. What's going on? Actually, wrong question. How much stuff is going on?
When I came to stop you from leading Joel any further, your first reaction was to throw the child down and attack me. When I fought back, you quickly fled. Care to explain?
I see. Interesting.
Interesting.
Eula, it sounds like you met an imposter. Someone who was impersonating me.
Impersonating you? To what end?
It is difficult to draw a definitive conclusion for now. But these strange incidents do seem to be connected.
Your alchemy notes were stolen. Can the Traveler and Paimon testify that the three of you were together up until you entered the cavern?
Yes, we can confirm that.
As things stand, I don't have any reason to harm the child. Whoever you met is likely to be both the thief who stole my notes, and also an imposter. Of course, it's entirely natural for you to be skeptical of my story.
The
I
imposters
was separated
among
from the
us.
Traveler and Paimon for a significant duration while we were
We're in a
pursuing the
snowy
thief.
area.
My word alone cannot serve as a definitive account of my actions and whereabouts during that period.
This cannot be a
But
coincidence.
The Traveler and Paimon can at least testify that I was not the individual who tore up the campsite or stole my notes.
Albedo, do you have any enemies? Could it be one of your enemies impersonating you to get revenge on you or something?
I don't have any enemies, and I'm not aware of having given anyone cause to exact vengeance upon me. There is insufficient evidence to assert what happened with any certainty at this point. Given how serious the situation is, I intend to investigate it myself, even if you decide not to pursue it any further. Eula, I won't discourage your ongoing suspicion of me if you can't believe my story. Though, naturally, I would hope you can afford me some credibility on account of our solidarity as fellow members of the Knights of Favonius. Traveler, Paimon, Bennett, if you are willing, I welcome you to monitor my activities beyond this point so that you can act as my witnesses. If I am what this impostor wants, he will come looking for me again eventually. Things can only become clearer from that point on.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, as preposterous as your claims sound. And I will choose to believe that an impostor went after Joel, and not you. I will keep Joel safe. If you need any support with the investigation, contact myself and Amber.
You have my gratitude.
As far as Amber goes, I will...
Eula! Eula! Where are you?
Amber, we're here!
Eula! Oh, and Traveler, Paimon, Albedo, and Bennett. You're all together. Great. Bennett, I'm glad I ran into you here. Cyrus was telling me you still hadn't shown up. He was getting worried you might have run into some trouble.
Yeah, I ran into a little trouble. Thanks for your concern.
Sure thing. Well, now that I found you, let's go check in with Cyrus. But before that, has something come up? How come you're all gathered here together? Need any help?
Between us, there have been a few minor incidents, but nothing I haven't already dealt with.
Oh, yeah. It's my fault, really. All because of my bad luck. But everything is fine now.
So, it's all set then? Great! Shall we head back down together? I did say I'd bring Bennett back if I saw him.
Sure, I'm ready to go.
Very well. Let's go.
And then there were 3.
Traveler, can we talk somewhere else? There's something I need to tell you. Let's go to my camp.
Wah, 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 wah. Alright, let's warp to your camp. A long way up the mountain otherwise. Do. Wonder if Albedo enjoys wind gliding this gap non-stop.
Time to go.
No one's fixed this damn bridge yet.
My camp is somewhere that we can talk openly, without reservation. But before that...
Whoa, what a mess!
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been absorbed in my research lately and haven't attended to the dusting. It's due for a cleaning.
There's the record board. Look at that hilly trail.
Yep, that should do it. Neat and tidy.
They did it again,
Thank you,
Mihoyo.
both
They
of
got
you.
me to walk around
Now
and
that everything
push
is in
square
order.
5 times.
It's time to talk.
You look really serious right now. Is this about what happened earlier?
I remember I once told you that you must have questions, and that I would answer them. I also said that While I did not wish to deceive you, there were certain things I could not go into detail on. I am a synthetic human being. A human forged by human hand. The one who created me, my mother and teacher. Her name is Rhine-daughter, a researcher from Conria, also known as Gold.
A synthetic human? What the... How the heck does that work?
This is a shocking
When the pinnacle of
development.
attainment in alchemy is combined with unimaginably vast learning, the apex achievement is the creation of human life.
When you say Conria, do you mean...
I am indeed somewhat older than my appearance might suggest. But when I came into being, Conria had already been destroyed. I have no memories of it. My master raised me and taught me everything. Like her, I am a pure alchemist. I live for academic knowledge. Nationality and identity are not what ultimately define us. Traveler, what is your general feeling toward Dragonspine? You've visited numerous times now. Would you say it's a cold, eerie, and melancholy place? Rhine-daughter created two miraculous beings. One is me, and the other is the venomous dragon, Durin, who died here.
Durin? So that makes you guys... brothers?
As sons of Rhine-daughter, Durin and I are indeed inextricably linked to one another. The phenomenon of our creation defies definition within the scope of a typical human worldview. But if we may tentatively call it birth, then yes, we, by extension, are family.
Speaking of Durin, Paimon remembers that his power was quite... special.
That's right. Because of this, whenever strange things happen on Dragonspine, it always makes me wonder. For instance, the feeling of being watched that you described, as well as the sounds you heard, and the one impersonating me that Eula met.
Oh, right! Paimon knows what you mean. When Eula and the others were here just now, the Traveler gave me a look as if to say, don't say anything. Probably because it would only make you more suspicious, so Paimon kept quiet. But Paimon noticed that you came out of the cavern not too long after going in, and you told us that you didn't manage to catch the thief. Then we heard Bennett calling for help, so we went to rescue him. But strangely, you didn't come with us. And when we got back to the cavern to go find you, suddenly you were the one looking for us.
So, it seems that you met my imposter too.
Well, if so, it was a pretty good impression. He had you down to a T. We never would have guessed. Also, after he left us, why did he go after Joel?
Perhaps Durin's power drives people to madness. But that's merely crude conjecture. Whether someone is impersonating me or there is another false me out there, this is a cursed tale, and it is not one whose weight you should have to bear. Traveler, perhaps you should return to Mondstadt if you have no further business here. The work that lies ahead will occupy me completely. I'm afraid I will be unable to entertain you beyond this point.
Yeah,
that's
we're
right.
Dragonspine veterans by now. If there's something
We
really
need
bad going on,
primos.
we can't just leave you here to deal with it on your own.
And plot.
That wouldn't be very nice now, would it? Besides, there's no one else in Mondstadt that you can talk to about this. Sucrose and Timaeus don't know your secret. Yeah, don't push us away at a time like this.
All right. Thank you. You were intending to participate in that winter camp, if I recall correctly. That could serve as an excellent pretext for you to remain on the mountain. In that case, please join in the activities of the Adventurers Guild as planned. And be on the lookout for any leads while you're at it. If anyone sees me, or someone like me...
We'll be sure to pass the info straight on to you.
Good. Then we're agreed.
Okay, Let's split up to look for clues, then meet back here at this camp in a few days' time.
Sounds good to me. But please, whatever happens, put your safety first at all times.
Shouldn't we, like, come up with a little signal to notify each other that he's the real one? Or something? Alright, so, as usual, I don't look anything up in advance when these events are going on. What's the Alcahest? The Cinnabar Spindle. 2 of these. Is that a weapon? A Boon of the Snow. Okay, we're gonna be making them snowmans as weapons. This is Cinnabar Spindle. A defense sword. They want to make defense more viable, huh? Unlocks in a day, 4 days. Alright, let's see what this is. Let's locate the puffy snowman. We'll start with this. We'll do the next thing after. Special training. Obtain snowman components. Use them to make puffy snowmen in the encampment. Okay. You can just make snowmen. I can't use them in my current state. Where do we get supplies? Maybe I should read up on that. Or is this like I have to just kill monsters and do random things? They never tell you. I might just have to kill stuff, I guess. Exchange components. Alright, what about this? Agility training, speedy descent. Some primos, some of these things. Alright, we'll do this first, and then I'll try and kill some things.
Time to go.
Oh shit. Right.
Time to go.
Okay. I didn't actually need to attack that, you just walk into it.
Time to go.
I understand how this works now. I missed the coin. Alright, whatever.
Time to go.
If I need a perfect, we can run it again. Let's get used to the route. There's a coin off to the side there too. We got it. Don't need no perfecto. Okay, so most of these are gonna unlock later. Only 4 races, but we have a bunch of these. And fighting. Oh, okay, so this gets these snowman components. Hold on, I want to see that mint I just picked up. So that does not give you stuff. Thought this was like the other event for a moment. When we were making lanterns and you just picked up things to get lantern equipment. Well, she's not fully developed yet, but I suppose they're forcing my hand to utilize Hu Tao.
Send one, send them all. Go!
Actually, before we get into this battle... Yeah, I don't have anything equipped with her. I just have the basic weapon.
Rain outlines your fate.
My duty. My duty. Where are you, Hu Tao? Why don't we give you... I know you love the Staff of Homa. It's probably the best on you, but I don't have a replacement for my boy. So you can have this for now. It's got some damage. This for a hand-me-down artifact set. Ugh, I don't really have hand-me-downs to give her. I'll just give her some random stuff. One of these days I need to actually farm. Things for her. I don't know how to do her combat. I should look it up.
Go!
Papillon. Well, that was easy.
Into the wind.
Okay. I don't need her anymore. Oh no, the next one is open. We'll gather the stuff and then I'll do the fighting challenge. I obtained a little rock, a bitter potato knob. Can she kill herself via the spell? I know her ult heals her, but we're not really fighting. I ran out of stamina. Oh, sadness. Wait. I don't think that was part of this thing. Okay. Any more? Not that I can see. I'll bench you again, Hu Tao.
What is the situation?
The situation is we need the Winter Shogun to not get stuck on the pile of ice. I'll put you in ice. Alright, lures exist within combat training encampments. Starting to stay the source cold, emanate cold air to increase the rate at which your cold will accumulate on your character. I don't want to use fire. Okay. So, do it in advance.
There is no escape. Ha!
Stabilize.
And you get buffs. I don't feel like looking for a third. Honestly, I probably don't need to do that.
Body and torn to oblivion.
Okay, they're very strong.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call. Shine down. One with nature.
Solidify.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. I don't know if we need to change these things into heat sources. Is that it? Oh, there's a second one. Gotcha. Hey, easy primos. I need to build these up so I can get some character chances later. I'll do one.
There is no escape.
No, my sword.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. Fallen leaves adorn my night. Into the wind.
It is a little weird with the lag that seems to exist. Alright, these challenges are no match for me. Now we can build a bit of a snowman. And then I guess if these are all the events that are currently available, I'll do the thing I usually do. I'm gonna wait until most of it unlocks, and then I'll do the rest of the event and the story bits later. Oh, I didn't know you could find a snow fox and a not
We
snow
should
fox.
look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you catching a cold.
Let's build a snowman. You can have a classic head, those hands, and a nice hat, because he's a nice hat snowman. We got a scarf, we've got angry eyes, has to be angry, and a little cold nose. Very simple. He is a sparkly boy. Okay. We actually did get a thing for this. We get the sword. One out of 4, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2. I guess what you have to do is have enough parts to like completely build them. So I don't exactly know what the goal with that was. But we seem to be doing good. Anyway, so we're going to go to the Hangout events now. We have 2. We have Abido and Gorou, which I noticed a lot of the Inazuma people have the Hangouts and we're missing. Like just, they shafted Leeway. Up until now we have Bido. It's the first Leeway person. So we'll do Gorou and then Beidou.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
K9 General Special Operation. I guess I should claim this. Let's get to know Gorou better. Also, give me a second. I want to sit up. I'm leaning. It's good to be back in Inazuma. So the prediction for Yai's material is those damn Sakura bloom things that are so annoying to collect. I started to gather some just in case. And I'm gonna continue to gather some. Speaking of Yai, looks like she's featured here.
I really can't recommend that store highly enough. A couple more visits and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth. A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender, loving care. Don't you agree?
No need. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
You say that, but do I see your ears saying otherwise? Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail tight as you go off to sleep.
I can see why the internet was freaking out about
be ridiculous.
this.
I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a soft tail while sleeping is quite natural.
Really? Wait, no. Why are we still on this topic? In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
Why? Because you are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why. I think it's very cute.
Ugh, I'm trapped. How do I get out of this?
Don't bully Gorou.
It's you! Oh, thank goodness. Please save me.
Oh, and how is my favorite little one doing, I didn't expect to meet you here. We were just talking about tails. Gorou has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it?
You'll glance at Gorou's tail. Let's go down this route first.
Hey, not you too.
Gorou, now do you understand how appealing your tail is?
Pardon me. Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously. We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished product will be to your satisfaction.
I'll take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store. All right, I won't tease the two of you any further. Do make the most of your trip here, won't you? Quite a lot has changed. I wish you both a fun-filled time on Narukami Island.
Oh, baby.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something? Sorry that you had to see that. The real reason I'm here at Yae Publishing House is to buy some books for Her Excellency. Since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate, we've had much closer contact than we did before. I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled by the shogunate. I hadn't counted on running into her. I've interacted with her a few times before, but I can't say I've ever gotten used to it. I've never been good at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is strangely intimidating. I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine.
Let's just ignore her.
Really? That would be great. To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, they'd be very disappointed. So, I have to overcome it, for their sake. As soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yae Miko again. First things first, though. Do you have any ideas on where to begin?
Theoretical study.
I see. So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar situations come up in the future. Good plan. Let's see. Where should we start? Now that you mention it, I remember having a similar experience back on Watatsumi Island. I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things from them.
Boy, you're gullible, aren't you, Gorou?
I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there? I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere.
This Magikarp will lay 1,000 eggs, and then you will have 1,000 more Magikarp laying thousands of eggs. You'll be rich in no time. James doesn't even stop to think for a minute. Why aren't you fucking rich, nerd? I don't know why I remember that.
So this is Rito. Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here. I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers roaming the streets. What a nice place. Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman. Hi. Hi. So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets recently. So, 10 blankets, please?
That's a lot of dough.
Okay, I'll settle the check right away. The price seems pretty cheap to me, in which case, no need to haggle, right? I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive? I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled procurement of military supplies. I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know how to respond.
Damn, dude.
This won't get us anywhere. I have to haggle to give you the chance to use your wily tricks on me. What do we do now? Something I'm more interested in? Maybe, cake? That's so expensive. I know what a fair price is when it comes to cake. Wait a sec. If you think about this from another angle, a cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be so much better than a regular cake. Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough.
Hold on.
So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice?
Gotta be
What a shame.
honest.
I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly? Fatui? Then it looks like a trip into the wild is in order. Let's go give it a try.
Here we got carried away with that one. This guy is not reliable. He seems so reliable, but it turns out he's not reliable. Wait, how far are we going? Yeah, I always gotta check. I'm fairly far. Don't know which of these is closer, but we'll go here. Any more sakura blooms for me to pick up on my way? Crystal fly. Always use more of them.
I've dealt with Fatui before, but I always end up against those big, stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow, I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years.
Can't wait to see
Right?
that.
I mean, at the very least, I need to look more muscular than my subordinates. I know that people's trust in me has nothing to do with my size, but if I were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from behind more easily when charging into battle. That way, our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me.
Aren't you an archer?
Enough of that.
You have
Let's
an
get back to
archer's
it.
build.
Who are you going to roleplay as this time?
Are you here to play with me? Or the barrier. Let me amuse myself a little. All these are her quotes.
What? I smell danger! Really? Huh. For a moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here. No, wait. Behind you! It wasn't my imagination. They really are here. Prepare to engage!
Oh, nice. We summoned her. Oh, I know. I should probably play as the guy. Hold up. I have to do my combo. So he puts down a rally banner. I missed. Oh yeah. I don't usually play archers. I really don't.
There is no escape. One with nature.
Look at me amuse myself.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Order guide you.
Charge!
Seems like this would boost my attack or something. But I don't know what he does.
It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
That little interruption has really ruined the mood for me. Let's not do any more Fatui impressions for today. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options?
Time for Plan Z.
What do you mean?
Let's cut to the chase.
Isn't this moving a little too fast? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things, and cautions against trying to advance too quickly. To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't know if the time is right. I guess you're right. Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like me to shy away from a challenge like this. Let's do it! Time for a make-or-break training exercise!
You know, I can call her whenever I want with a certain charm on hand. Hit the Inazuma City streets. Oh yes, let's go find Yai. I need more time with Yai.
And we're back. Don't worry, my head's in the game this time. I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island and the General of the Resistance. Whatever tricks you've got up your sleeve, you're not going to get to me. So bring it on! This feels like... Yes, it definitely feels like... no, not even slightly. It's not that you do a bad impression of her, more like something is missing. I finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really afraid of is her knowing smile and her piercing gaze. It just makes me feel like all my secrets have nowhere to hide, like she can just peer in and see them. But it's different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my secrets in the first place. Even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid. Because we fought side by side in the past, and I know I don't have to have my guard up around you.
Well, fuck.
But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine, as much as it pains me to do so. The thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating.
Let me go buy some cake.
Are you serious? I'd love that.
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. Let's go buy some cake.
Could use some red velvet right about now.
All right. The next step is to find somewhere nice and quiet.
Nice quiet spot. Only 35 meters away. Are we gonna run into somebody here?
This is so good.
Is this really nice and quiet on the main street?
It's certainly a rarity in the camp. It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the Resistance. We have special meals on occasion, but even then it usually means meat and wine, not dessert. So, thank you for treating me to some cake. The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them. But, as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint.
I wanna try my cake.
Wow, don't mind if I do.
Humana.
That's so sweet.
And so is being happy. Desserts are the best. I don't want to save that. I don't save pictures from this game. Alright, here we go with this stuff. So he only has 5 endings. I'll get the rewards later. That was the only way that path led. His other paths... excuse me, we must deviate from this point onward. So I guess we're gonna tell him to ignore Yai this time. We'll see where that goes. I need to get the most drastic changes, I think.
There was definitely something strange about the way she... Sorry that you had to see that. Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what things... I've never been... I could probably deal...
Okay, let's just ignore her.
You're right.
Guy Maker's not all bad. Steer clear of the Yai Publishing House for now, then.
Really?
She's not all that bad.
It's a relief to hear that.
Trying to hunt
In
her
that
down
case,
again
I still
in
have
this
some business to take
scenario.
care of with the Yai Publishing House. They run a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm responsible for responding to them.
How?
Not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that.
How the fuck
Yai
did
Miko
that
just handed me
happen?
the latest batch of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yai Publishing House.
Even I am slightly intrigued as to how they wrangled you into that situation.
Time to go.
Get me some wood here.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher, the sooner we can go do something else. I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yai Publishing House later.
It's her publishing
Anyway,
house,
the writing
man.
could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so strange that I have to think long and hard about how to best answer them. Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective. Let me see here. Let's start with this one. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good-looking and had a lovely voice. When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter, and my heart started beating faster and faster. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much expertise.
He knows demographics.
What's your take?
Sounds like she's fallen ill.
I think so too. Many soldiers have developed similar symptoms in the past when we march in the rain. It's easy to catch a cold in wet weather. I've taken care of ill soldiers personally in the past, so I know this problem well. I'll reply, the temperature has dropped recently, and it's likely you've caught a cold. Taking medicine will be an important part of your recovery, but don't overlook the importance of keeping warm and getting plenty of rest too. I think that should do it. Come on, let's read the next letter. My neighbor is always borrowing money from me, but never seems to be able to pay me back on time. I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversation several times, but he always finds a way to dodge my questions. He was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me. If this is a dispute between neighbors, it must be settled as soon as possible. It's like when conflict arises between generals in the army. The proper policy is to resolve it without delay. The most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense? Okay, so let's reply along those lines. Let me think. How about this? It is good that you want to repay your neighbor's kindness, but be aware that you can find other ways to do this that don't involve lending them money. Right now, the most important thing for you to do is demand your money back. Being kind does not mean allowing your neighbor to walk all over you.
That's not going to start an argument.
And we are done with that letter. The next one seems longer. Let me see. Hello, I was born on Narukami Island, and now I'm a soldier in the Resistance. So, this is from one of my troops? Most likely, but I'm not sure who. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yae Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact all names in the process. So I can't be sure who exactly this is. Anyway, let's keep reading. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt Decree, and my anger drove me to join the Resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed deep friendships with them. Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end, I have remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming of the cherry blossoms falling on Narukami Island. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The Resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the shogunate, but my hometown tugs constantly at my heartstrings. How should I reply to him?
I can't help you this time.
Let me think about it. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave. But if making them stay causes them pain, how are my actions any different from the Vision Hunt Decree? I suppose I'll reply... Narukami Island has changed. You should go back and visit. That should do it. I'll be okay. Come on, let's finish the rest of the letters.
That's a lot of letters.
Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time. Let's go and deliver them to the Yae Publishing House, shall we?
Okay. To the Yae Publishing House we go. It's pretty perfect.
Ah, great. That's all the replies for this round accounted for. Thank you for all your hard work, Mr. Gorou. Think nothing of it.
Who?
I agreed to help, so it's only right that I do the best I can. Could I trouble you to come back to Watatsumi Island with me? I want to find that soldier. Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways. But maybe I'm scared he might be wrong. people can change quickly, and I worry that the next time I meet my comrade, who fought so bravely alongside me, there will already be some distance between us. Great. Then let's head off whenever you're ready.
Alright, I'm a little interested in why he called you that. Do you have anything to buy? That's new. I haven't. Oh shit. I was gonna say I haven't really looked here. That's a lot of books. Okay. So, Gorou, any ideas on who our mysterious writer is? Must steal your radishes and carrots. Woof, that was close.
General Gorou, and Captain of Swordfish too. General Captain, are you here to inspect the camp?
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while everyone has some downtime.
Certainly, General Gorou. Anything you want to discuss, we'll share whatever we know. But we haven't been out of the camp lately, so we don't have a whole lot of interesting stories.
Actually, I've had something on my mind and wanted to ask everyone's thoughts on the matter. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army and a lot of people were transferred to other duties. Do you still have much contact with each other?
To be honest, not much. We're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost impossible to squeeze in the time to meet up. We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest, and besides, everyone's vacations come at different times, and our schedules rarely overlap.
Yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd talk about.
So that's really how it goes, huh?
That's how it be.
It's okay. It just seems a pity, that's all.
You know, having said all that, there's something else that I've always felt about this.
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, all of us will be straight back here if Watatsumi Island is ever in danger. Even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can always trust that we've got each other's backs. And that's one thing that's never gonna change.
We're your troops, General Gorou. You trained us, you took us into battle, and led the way as we charged against the enemy. Even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. If you say the word, we will all pick up our weapons again at a moment's notice. Long live the resistance!
Yes, that's the way it should be. Long live the resistance! I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training hard. Regarding everything else, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Ah, General Gorou, you're here. I believe Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you. He's been waiting at the camp for a long time, but never saw you return. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's not waiting there in vain.
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Come with me. Let's head to the camp.
Became all
Denjiro is
sappy.
right. No matter what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
So he's gaining ground on me. I wish my running speed was that fast.
General Gorou, I I would like to request permission to leave the Resistance, sir. I know this may seem very abrupt, and in fact, I've only just made the decision.
It's all right.
Back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt decree, and so much disappointment in Narukami Island for supporting it. But after the war ended, I wanted to go back and visit, but I still couldn't make up my mind. Thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally able to find the courage to talk to you about it. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your subordinate, after all.
Miss Hina? Who's that?
It's a long story.
Forget it. Never mind her. I approve your application to leave the Resistance.
General Gorou.
Well, Miss Hina is his pen name.
Come on, don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each other again. If you ever have the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself to a specific place. Just do what you want to do. No matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General.
With General...
I'll take my leave then. Take care of yourself, General Gorou.
Take care. That was okay. Or should I say, it was for the best. This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face. Just like this.
This damn crab walking in the background. Island Sandoff. Alright, so far Gorou's things are very melancholic. Somewhat. Okay, there's immediate ending over here.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany
Oh yeah,
them.
right. Teleport. He's all the way back. Yeah. Alright, Gorou, I need you again.
It was
If you
definitely
don't
something.
mind.
Sorry that you had to. Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what. I've never been good. I could probably deal.
We'll do the first option, and then let's steer
Okay,
clear of the
whatever you
publishing
think's
house.
best. Let's avoid Yae Publishing House for now. Actually, there's something else I have to sort out while I'm on Narukami Island. It's a personal matter. Back when we were fighting the Shogun's army at Nazuchi Beach, I had a box with me that contained some very important items. The odds were stacked against us that day, and the Resistance was forced to retreat. I had to abandon the box, but I managed to quickly bury it first. I went back to collect it on this trip, but it turned out someone had already dug it up. So I asked around the area, and the locals said that apparently the Adventurers Guild had beaten me to it. That box is very important to me. I have to get it back from the Adventurers Guild. Would you mind coming along?
Oh, since you
Thank you
asked.
so much. Let's head right over. Time is of the essence.
We can go knock some heads at the Adventurers Guild. Wait, they do things on this island? I thought they were like hardly present here. Yo, Catherine, you got featured in another plot point.
I'm afraid that will be a little difficult. Don't worry. The item you are looking for is safe and sound. However, I'm unable to return it to you at present. The reason being, it is connected to a case involving the treasure hoarders, which is still under investigation.
That's strange. I buried that box there. What does it have to do with the treasure hoarders?
Allow me to explain. Not long ago, we received a commission concerning a theft by treasure hoarders at Komore Tea House. The adventurer who accepted the commission followed their trail and heard that they had buried the treasure at Nazuchi Beach. But when we went to dig up the stolen items, we found many other things buried there along with them. As such, we cannot ascertain which of the items have to do with the treasure hoarders at this stage. For now, all we can do is hold all related items at the Adventurers Guild until such a time as we have caught the group of treasure hoarders in question. Then, we will see that all items are returned to their rightful owners.
I see. I never expected that other people would be burying things in the same place. Well, since these are the rules, I won't press you for it. But might I ask how the investigation is coming along?
This is where the difficulty arises. To date, we have still not been able to locate the hiding place of the treasure hoarders, so I'm afraid it still could take some time.
So there's no knowing when this will be resolved. Maybe I could help. I could find the treasure hoarders for you, and once you confirm everything is in order, you'll be able to return my box to me. It's very important to me, so the sooner I get it back, the better.
That is perfectly acceptable. However, many adventurers have investigated this case recently. They have searched far and wide, but their efforts have been fruitless. If the two of you are still interested in taking the case, you may have to devise an original approach.
Yes, it seems like the only sensible place to start. With any luck, we might be able to find some clues there. Well, actually, since it's come up, what's the Komori tea house like? Well, obviously. Anyway, let's just go take a look.
I mean, this is a place to have tea. Thanks, Catherine. Right, Gorou's not been to the tea house, but I suppose this is his alliance base.
Are you here to investigate the recent theft as well? We're grateful for the assistance. However, I'm afraid I don't have any more clues. It was Tarumaru's #2 reserve fund that they stole. They struck late at night while there was no one in the surrounding area, so they could slip in unnoticed.
Tarumaru the dog?
By the time we realized, it was too late.
Has reserve funds.
They left enough clues for us to retrieve the box.
And more than one at
trace
that.
of the group of treasure hoarders who dared to target our tea house. I've asked around many times, and there were no eyewitnesses at all. We're definitely dealing with experienced crooks here. Oh, Tarumaru, what are you doing out here? How strange. I don't know what's gotten into Tarumaru today.
He says he knows where the treasure hoarders are hiding. How can I describe it? It's like listening to a regional dialect. A lot of it goes over my head, but I can still get the general gist.
Confirmed
Anyway,
animal
he was there
people
at the
can
scene of the
understand
crime.
animals.
The treasure hoarders didn't see Tarumaru as a threat, so he stayed and listened in on their whole conversation. Since there were so many of them and they were armed, Tarumaru didn't dare to bark loudly, so he just had to let them go.
Oh, no wonder. Poor boy. He's been acting more anxious than usual lately and is always looking outside. And I thought he just wanted someone to take him for a walk.
Yes, that does sound like quite a predicament. Okay, I think I understand now. Tarumaru says he heard the treasure hoarders conspiring to hide out at the beach directly below Tenchukaku. No one usually thinks to look there, and it's become something of a safe haven for treasure hoarders. He also mentioned that there were a gang of 5 people. The leader's name is Kosuke, and the second in command is called Yasuhisa. The leader's scent indicated he was probably from the Narukami Island area, while the 2 newcomers in the team were more likely from somewhere else. Thank you, Tarumaru. It must have been hard for you, knowing
I
the
wouldn't
details
ask
of the
that.
crime, but not being able to communicate
You
them.
got all that from
Don't
a
you
woof?
worry. We'll take care of everything from here.
I'd be
We
like,
will
damn,
definitely get your belongings
Tarumaru, your
back.
memory is
Let's go there in
most
person.
excellent.
We might not have any troops with us, but between the 2 of us, we should be able to deal with a handful of petty thieves.
Hell's yeah, brother. I think we got this. Alright, 200 meters. They said the beach under here, so it's actually under the island. Might be faster if I go this way.
Time to go. Time to go.
Get some wood while I'm at it. Not from that tree, apparently. Did he use glider speed?
Shh. I think we're getting close.
What do you mean, sure?
There's danger in the air. And something doesn't smell right. Be careful.
Wait, I want to drop down above them and kill them instantly, but it'll probably cause a cutscene. Yup. Actually, it's gonna cause a cutscene.
Rain outlines your fate.
Finally done. This is bizarre. How would anyone think to look here?
Boss, didn't you say that the most dangerous place is the safest place to hide?
Yeah, and I still maintain that I'm right in principle. Think how many days we've been here. No one else has come looking for us, have they? I can't believe we got caught. Just when the whole thing had nearly blown over. Hey, kid. Who the heck are you guys anyway?
Tamaru's best buds.
We shouldn't waste any more time on these people. Life is tough in the Resistance, but none of our troops would ever think about laying a hand on the innocent civilians under their rule. You have things so much better here, and this is how you choose to live your life? It's pure selfishness. We should turn them over to the Adventurers Guild right away. Once their identities are confirmed, they'll get the punishment they deserve.
Please, show a little mercy. We'll give you half of everything we've saved up over the years. If you're willing to turn a blind eye on this, anything's up for negotiation.
That's enough! Tie them up and take them away. Oh, come to think of it, this is not a military camp, so there's no need for me to be so heavy-handed.
No, let's
but
their asses.
These still have to be punished. Let's escort them back.
That's right. Well, it was nice to visit this little cave again, and then off we go, I suppose.
I am pleased to confirm that these are indeed the individuals who stole from Komori Tea House. I didn't expect you to catch them so quickly, especially with no new leads to explore. In accordance with the rules, now that we have procured an oral confession from the treasure hoarders and verified the list of stolen items, we can now return the box to you. Here, please take it.
Thank goodness. Well, let me think. The contents of the box don't belong here. They belong on Watatsumi Island. So, let's head there now and open it.
I always feel weird going through these storylines because this is another one where it's like, alright, this box is important to him, so I'm glad we're doing this storyline. But if you do any of the other storyline events, he'd never get this box back. At least not right away. You know? And it just feels bad. Like, damn, what is the best path to go in life? This is how reality is, man. You guys all have power to, like, change how your day plays out.
1, 2, 3. Yes, it looks like they're all here. Some personal items that once belonged to the troops under my command. Water bottles, towels, knee guards. Just everyday items, but each one bears the handwritten name of its former owner. These were the only things those soldiers had for their families to remember them by.
So we can't make juice, but we have water bottles.
Many of the soldiers came to me and said they wanted to leave something behind as a keepsake for their loved ones.
He really should have said
their swords and
flask or
polearms
something.
broke in battle. Their damaged armor wouldn't have been easy to carry. And many of them couldn't write very well, so they couldn't even leave a letter. In the end, all they could leave to their families were these ordinary items. Artifacts of their daily lives.
Gorou.
My soldiers trusted me, but I failed to lead them to victory that day. Then they trusted me with these, and instead of honoring their last wishes right away, I had to hastily bury them in the sand. Every time something like this happens, I tell myself that by the next time I'm faced with the same situation, I have to be stronger. Yeah. But right now, let me just mourn them for a little while longer.
But of course, my guy. But of course. Final remembrance. See? Ah, God, I keep hitting circle as the back button instead of the X. Because X is not normally back. Alright, whatever. Right? No, X is back, circle is go. I'm in the English mode at the moment. Anyway. I need to go to my game folder and delete all these fucking pictures. Oh yeah, I forgot to do something. Never mind, I did not. I thought I could claim a key. These things did cost keys to unlock, but I unlocked them in advance. Wait a minute. Shit, I didn't get to that one? That was the cake. How the hell did we end up down? How did we end up down there? Oh well. Oh. I have another branching path this way. Whoosh. So we're almost done with Gorou.
There was definitely something strange about. Sorry that you had. Since Watatsu, I also wanted to come and see what.
I guess I want to do
I've never
the
been good at. I
top
could probably
option again. No, the bottom, because we already did the 2 splits
really?
there.
Though, to be honest, this is so. I have. As soon as I've worked through this, first things first.
We can start with some theoretical
Good
study.
plan. Start by studying some theory, address the fear at its root, and then I'll have nothing to be afraid of. But where would I go to learn about this? I wouldn't know anyone on Narukami Island. Oh, let's go back to Watatsumi Island and ask around there.
Excellent. Since it's 10:35, I think I'll finish up Gorou. And I'll save Beto for next time I play Genshin, which won't be until the full... whatever this event's called is done. Shadows amidst snowstorms, because there's other stuff I want to do. I could do Beto, but it's probably going to take like an extra hour plus. Probably like 2 hours to get through all the endings. Because we're watching cutscenes. So I'll save her for next time. Some other things I want to do this afternoon.
Whew. I feel more at ease on Watatsumi Island. I had an idea on the way here. Many of my army comrades are older than me, and I'm sure that handling this kind of situation must be second nature to them by now. So I thought we could go ask them for advice. But I can't just go to them and say, hey, I'm no good at this. So instead, I'm going to go with a cover story, that I'm asking for a friend.
That's a good cover story.
I see. So, you're saying that your friend, sorry, is having some trouble with a certain someone who has an intense personality?
Yes. So I'm here on my friend's behalf to ask you for advice on a coping strategy.
Coping strategy.
Based on my experience, the easiest way to deal with people like that is just go through the motions. Well, you see, General Gorou, General Gorou's friend, I mean, always listens intently when other people are talking, and takes them very seriously. No matter who the other person is, General Gorou's friend treats them all equally. Which, don't get me wrong, is something I admire very much.
Guy knows.
The other side of the coin is that it makes General Gorou's friend very susceptible to falling for the other party's verbal traps and being led by the nose. If something like that is bothering you, your best bet is simply to not give the other party your full, undivided attention. Don't hang on their every word, and when they ask a difficult question, just gloss over it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. So that's how it's done.
Well, it's something to try. Whether it'll actually work in this case is a different question. Going through the motions is a skill that everyone has to get the hang of as they get older. I'm guessing General Gorou's friend is on the younger side.
Well, on my friend's behalf, thank you for your advice.
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I heard that Miwa from Sangonomiya Shrine is also in the area. Why don't you ask her for advice, too? She's supposed to be good with interpersonal stuff. It can't hurt to get another perspective.
Makes sense. All right, let's see what Miwa has to say.
Very well, then.
Most people who wish to have an audience with Her Excellency usually start by presenting their name cards and official documents to Miwa, who then passes them along.
Looks funny.
So I'm sure Miwa has lots of experience dealing with all...
Oh man,
General
I hate when they
Gorou,
do that.
And the captain of Swordfish too. What are you doing
They give
here?
him so much dialogue, but they want us to
wanted to
follow
ask
right
you
into
about
a
something.
fucking cutscene. Oh well.
I see. So General Gorou's friend wants to overcome his weakness, right?
That's right. Do you have any advice?
Let me think. My advice would be to hide what you are really thinking.
Oboshiroi.
Cast your minds back. Why do you think Yae Miko was able to tease General Gorou's friend, and not the other way around? It's because she always has that same smile on her face, so no one ever knows what she's really thinking. She's already won the battle right from the start. If General Gorou's friend wants to go head-on with her, he must at least learn to do as she does, to conceal the workings of his mind.
You make so much sense. So what you're saying is, my friend just needs to keep his cool, and she won't have the chance to take advantage of him.
Exactly. Many things look complicated on the surface, but often, all it comes down to is who loses their cool first.
Wonderful. You have my gratitude. I'm sure with your approach, that friend of mine will be able to overcome his weakness.
Then I wish General Gorou's friend a great victory.
Well, I'm slowly starting to gain confidence.
At least they all play along.
I suddenly remembered. Her Excellency updated her general operational directives recently. Who knows? There may be some useful suggestions in there too. Let's go take a look, just to be thorough.
To be thorough.
Her Excellency handed me the general operational directives in 3 parts, and I think this is where I placed them.
Do you have anything else to say?
Let's see. Deployment and mobilization, logistics, conflict resolution, dealing with Outlander merchants. Aha! Got it! How to avoid awkward social situations. Well, that's Her Excellency for you. She thinks of everything, doesn't she?
Boy, this is gonna say some Komiya things.
Socializing is as important as a decisive battle. Know
Sangonomiya
yourself and
things.
your enemy to succeed. Boy, if even Her Excellency treats this so seriously, then we'd really better be careful. What I take from this is it's not enough just to learn some general countermeasures. We need specific knowledge of Yae Miko's individual weaknesses to achieve ultimate victory. But how do we figure her out? Yae Publishing House. Makes sense. Since she goes there often, perhaps we can find some telling details about her there. Let's go and investigate.
Who would have thought the little doggy had such a problem with the fox? Alrighty. Back to the publishing house.
Greetings. Here to buy some books? We just got a new batch of light novels in. Oh, these ones are all the rage at the moment. I must say that Lady Guji has a keen eye for a good book. Almost everyone she picks is a bestseller. Apparently, the rumor goes that if you can impress Lady Guji with your writing, you're just one small step away from becoming the next big author. Yes. Well, first we screen all manuscripts, filter out the bad ones, and write synopses for the rest. Then we send those to Lady Guji for final approval.
So you have close dealings with Guji Yae. What sort of person is she?
Well, for starters, she's a very busy person. Whenever she visits the Yae publishing house, she never stays for long. So actually, we don't know a whole lot about her. Still, she seems very invested in Yae publishing house. And on occasion, she'll share some of her promotional strategies with us. Take That's Life magazine, for example. When we first started running it, sales were very poor. The return was barely covering costs, and for a while, it was on the verge of being axed. But the fans weren't happy about the prospect of their favorite magazine being discontinued. They kept writing in, begging us to keep it going. So in the end, Lady Guji stepped in and drew up a new marketing plan. Next thing you know, sales are through the roof.
That's Life? Wait, isn't that... Nothing. It just reminded me of something unrelated.
Oh, we already know.
I didn't realize Yae Miko personally handled the marketing for Yae Publishing House. Yet more proof of her unparalleled skill in reading people's minds. Anyway, thank you very much. Is there anything more you can tell me about Guji Yae?
No, that's all. Look,
no.
I'm not sure what your plan is here, but I caution you against trying to second-guess Lady Guji. Just my opinion, but she's the most mysterious person I've ever met.
You think she's mysterious too? I guess we can forget about getting any insights this way then. Actually, you said that this batch of light novels was hand-picked by her, right? Maybe we could take a brief look. Perhaps we can get some inspiration from them.
Sure. If you're interested, I recommend this book. I've been to other worlds, but I've never tasted defeat. The protagonist doesn't have any particularly exciting abilities, but never fails to defeat strong opponents. It's all thanks to their wealth of experience and cunning strategies.
Cunning strategies? In that sense, it sounds similar to Her Excellency Sangonomiya.
Oh, there's an iconic line in this book that people quite like. One who relinquishes nothing also gains nothing. If you want to win when you're at a disadvantage, a little sacrifice is probably going to be necessary.
Thank you for the valuable advice. Well, one more string to our strategic bow. Although I didn't learn much about my enemy, I've still learned a lot from everyone. It's time to put these theories to the test. Let's go to Yae Miko's lair, the Grand Narukami Shrine.
I'm surprised you want a confrontation and you're not just like, I'll be ready the next time we encounter each other.
So this is the Grand Narukami Shrine. It's the first time I've been to this place.
Hello there. You look like you have something weighing on your mind. Would you like to draw a fortune slip? The Grand Narukami Shrine's fortune slips have always been very accurate.
I've heard that the generals of the past used to employ all sorts of divination techniques to find out their fortune before a battle. I'm not in the habit of it, but since the opportunity's come up, I'd like to give it a try. Let's draw one together.
Right miss, center right. Left miss, center left. I would be a center right drawer.
Let's see what we've drawn. Oh no, it's misfortune. This is a bad sign. The road ahead is going to be a dangerous one. You're right. When I think about it, I'm a general of Watatsumi Island. I shouldn't let some Narukami Island fortune slip hold me back. Onward!
Misfortune. I would draw the misfortune. I'm sure they're all the same result. Probably. Hold on, Yae. Damn it, Yae.
Any second now, we'll be face to face with her.
Let's show her
Don't
who's
worry.
boss.
All our hard work is definitely going to pay off.
What is your,
She
like,
can forget about teasing me this time.
ultimate goal to accomplish here?
Oh? You arrived a little later than expected. Did you run into some trouble along the way? But of course. That's why I'm here waiting for you.
So what if you knew we were coming? This time, we won't get caught off guard. We're here to...
Slow down. No need to rush. Let me guess. In the past, I used to have many believers coming to see me at the shrine every day, and most of them came for the same reason. Especially those who came in pairs. 9 times out of 10, they were here seeking to know their future fate, hoping that it would be a lifetime together. If you're interested, I'd be quite happy to do a reading for you two.
Together for a lifetime? Remember what Shuhei said? We mustn't pay too much attention to what she says. Otherwise, we may be fooled by her cunning words.
Now that I think about it, perhaps I never needed to recommend that store to you in the first place. You can just leave all your fur grooming to your little friend here. Imagine her holding your tail in one hand, combing it gently with the other.
Uh-oh, not good. My mind is already full of mental images.
Yeah, me too. Can't think
I'll have to resort to the method Miwa taught us.
By the way, there's really no point in
This
trying
would be
to
pretty
hide the way you
shrewd with the
feel.
veil.
You might be able to
Ether.
remain stony-faced if you really try, but with your tail swishing behind you, it tells everything.
What?
Then again, you know what? Most people only pay attention to your tail, but those soft, pointy ears are really just as fascinating.
Do we have pointy ears? Not Klee. Please, no more.
There's only one method left. A cunning strategy that no one saw coming. This is going to hurt me almost as much as it hurts my opponent. But there's no other way. I think the real reason you know me so well is that you're just like me. Just like me, you hug your tail when you go to sleep. And just like me, you daydream about someone else grooming your tail for you.
I see. You decided to admit your feelings in an effort to bring me down with you. Not bad. I suppose this is a step forward for you. But I'm afraid I don't have a tail at all.
No!
Okay,
Retreat! Retreat!
she's just hiding
Fighting
it.
on is futile. Better to conserve resources for the next confrontation. We're out of here! When I get back, I'm going to train harder than I've ever trained before. I won't lose to her again!
Bye-bye now. Come again soon.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
That's funny her saying that. Another bad outcome. Wait, where was the I wanted the thing that's behind this. I shouldn't have jumped down. Good catch, Kazuha. Yeah, I want this. I need these. Ooh, I hit this too. Nice. Anyway, we have one more to do, and then I'll take a break for the afternoon. So we have this pathway here. His were very straightforward, you know. It wasn't really a bad ending. Also, I am unsure. Almost died. Why they still provide the hearts in these events, because you can't really fail. It seems like the past handful. I think you could fail.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet.
The very
Why don't we
first
write
couple.
the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher,
But
I
you
just
can't
hope I
fail
don't have
the
it. Anyway, the
any of
writing...
the more recent ones.
Ah, you want to scout ahead? Yeah, that works. This way, if Yae Miko's lying in wait for me there, I can avoid her. But stay sharp, okay?
He's trying
She's
to
a
avoid
force
her.
to be reckoned with.
No, I'm
You
not.
must be sure to tread carefully. If you spot her, get yourselves back here right away, we'll run for our lives. I mean, we'll make a strategic retreat. Anyway,
tell you what,
I'm counting on you.
Gorou, I'll cover you. You make a tactical retreat. I'll sacrifice myself. It's all good, bro.
I thought you were going to survey the scene at Yae Publishing House.
Yup. Yep. Ah, I'm stuck. Alright, we're good.
All right, everyone, settle down. We are gathered here
Miss
today,
Hina
united
fan
by a
club
common
member.
purpose. Now, who can tell me what they think that might be?
I'm not surprised that Gorou has a fan club of people that think he's a woman because they publish his name as Miss Hina because Yae Miku is a bitch.
Well, of course
Teasing
it's to
bitch.
tell the whole world about how wonderful Miss Hina is. An excellent answer. How gentle she is, how understanding she is, how delightfully mischievous she can be, on occasion. We can all testify to the great joy that Miss Hina has brought to our lives. But my friends, there are so many people out there in this world who still need Miss Hina's salvation. We can help by spreading the good news about Miss Hina to every soul in the world.
My friend, do you have a moment to talk about Miss Hina?
Unfortunately, I have heard of her.
Friends, I found one! Someone needs our help!
Oh dear God.
Shh, calm your voice down. We don't want to scare her off. Hello, my friend. On this joyous day, we would like to open our hearts to you and tell you about the existence of a perfect being.
Like
She
a
is
religious
gentle,
cult.
kind, understanding. She is the brightest star in our sky. Here, have this pamphlet. So, what do you think?
I have this pamphlet. Tevat's big sister. Gentle. they gender bent Gorou. And animified him. Okay. Looks kind of familiar.
Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I forgot to give you all the details. Have you ever come across a magazine called That's Life, published by the Yae Publishing House? It's a monthly magazine featuring, amongst other things, an advice column. We were among the first readers to send in letters seeking advice, and we've received kind and gentle replies to each one. Although the editor chose to conceal her name, gender, and other details, we all see her as an emphatic older sister figure and feel convinced that she must be the same sort of person in real life.
There's no mistaking it. Just from her letters, I can feel that she respects me, trusts me. She has a natural ability to connect with people. She's so considerate. She can always sense our true emotions from our letters and never fails to deliver the advice and the encouragement we need. Except when
Kinda
it comes
fucked up
to
on
the
the
topic
one
of
woman.
romantic love. She's clearly not an expert there. But even then, that just makes her all the more endearing to us.
Recently, the column went through a low period where it just wasn't popular at all. In fact, they almost axed it. Fortunately, Yae Publishing House made the decision to publicize her image, and then the column finally started to grow in popularity.
That's right! Miss Hina is the person in charge of That's Life magazine's advice column. She is the one we all admire and adore so greatly. And so, when we heard that Yae Publishing House would be revealing the official likeness of Miss Hina today, we immediately came here from wherever we were, all over the nation, to gather together and to witness this grand moment in history!
I would not be able to socialize with these people for any period of time.
Please, gaze upon the radiant beauty of Miss Hina. See how truly lovely she is. I've been following Miss Hina's column since the very first issue of That's Life.
That's great, man.
Welcome to the Miss Hina fan club.
I don't know if you know the word fan. A friendly adventurer lady taught it to us a few years ago. She seemed to know everything.
Oh. Adventure lady? years ago. I was just wondering if you would say anything about that. Anyway, Gorou. The good thing you're avoiding the publishing house at this exact hour.
Oh, hey, there you are. Is, you know who at Yae Publishing House? Whew, that's good. I just finished writing my replies, so I was about to head to Yae Publishing House and hand them in. Why? I guess it's because I can help people this way. Also, the editor said to me, this is something that only you are capable of. They made quite a solemn request when they first approached me, so I felt like I couldn't refuse it. But once I'd settled into it, I found myself really enjoying it. Before I knew it, I had written hundreds of replies, and sometimes they'd respond again just to thank me. It made me so happy whenever they'd compliment me. Every time I think about that terrifying woman, I feel like I want nothing to do with Yae Publishing House. But then, whenever I think about how my replies can help so many people, I feel a sense of responsibility. By this point, I'm so used to it that I'd probably find it hard to adjust if I ever gave it up. Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but I'd like to get these letters delivered quickly while you-know-who isn't around. I'm really looking forward to the readers' reactions when they receive my letters. In the army, people are always a little reserved when talking to me because I'm a general. But those obstacles are removed when you're communicating via letters. Everyone who writes seems to treat me like that one friend who they can share anything and everything with.
That's right,
so
big
I'm not
sister.
about to let them down. Let's head over. But Yae Publishing House isn't far from here if I remember correctly. Let's just head there together. Besides, this way, if you-know-who does show up, we can look out for each other. Let's go.
I don't know, apparently we can't. I got lost in the moment. As per MiHoYo's writing.
Strange. It seems unusually lively here today. I don't come here often. Is it like this most of the time? Hey, there seems to be some commotion over there. Let's check it out.
Allow me to reiterate, my friends. We in the Miss Hina fan club must abide by the club rules. Firstly, we mustn't try and probe into Miss Hina's true identity. We of all people cannot cause her any trouble. Secondly, fans of Miss Hina are not to make any controversial statements when representing the fan club. We must exercise self-discipline and present a good image in front of other people. Thirdly, while our mission is to promote Miss Hina in every way possible, if someone we're talking to says they're not interested, we are to respect that and not go forcing it down their throats. And finally, we are here today because Miss Hina has brought us together, but we are also here to change ourselves for the better, for her sake. Can we do that, people? Can we do that?
I think any streamers, like the popular ones, have fan
proud
clubs that they're not aware of.
Her down.
Oh, so this
Sure,
is what
like
they call a fan
Hololive
club.
and stuff do.
I don't know whose fan club it is, but they are raring to go. Reminds me of the rallying speeches we used to give before going into battle. Something's up, isn't it? I can tell. You're avoiding my gaze. Did something happen? It's not her, is it?
Could be.
Excuse me, friend. Something about you looks awfully similar to Miss Hina.
No
I
resemblance
see.
whatsoever.
Well, one way or another, fate has brought you here. Have you ever heard of Miss Hina?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, now's as good a time as any for you to find out more. Miss Hina is gentle, kind, and considerate. You can tell her anything that is bothering you, and she will patiently advise you on how to deal with it.
Oh, well, she sounds like a very pleasant person to be around. She must be the polar opposite of Yae Miko, right?
Yeah, couldn't
But
say.
he's the spitting image of Miss Hina. I wonder if they're blood relatives.
Shh! Have you forgotten? We may not pry into Miss Hina's identity.
At least let's take a photo with him.
Friend, may we take a photo with you? We borrowed a camera specifically to witness the official unveiling of Miss Hina's image today.
Borrowed
Sure,
a camera.
that's fine. Why do they want to take a picture with me? All right, sure.
Quirky practice.
That should do it. Right, I should really be heading to the YA Publishing House to hand in those letters now.
I wouldn't have kept them in the dark. I would have been laughing.
Make way, everyone. Make way. The Miss Hina billboard is here. Please, make some space. Coming through.
Hey, everybody! It's the real Miss Hina! Miss Hina! Miss Hina!
Now I'm curious too. Let's go over and take a look.
No, you can't.
Why? What's the problem?
Yaimika is about to come back.
Really? Then we can't stay. Let's get out of here. As curious as I am to see what all the fuss is about, it'll have to wait until next time. So please join me again the next time I'm delivering letters.
Alright, so what we got out of this was that Gorou is a gullible but lovable guy. Oh no, I want the rewards now. What is this? Victorious Legend. If I don't get their... I don't do any cooking. If I don't get their gifts or specialty food, I'll have no idea how to. Anyway, guys, anyone who tunes in, thanks for hanging out. This was some Genshin event and just Gorou's story. I'm gonna eat lunch because I am hungry. And I'm gonna use my afternoon for other things. So, when the event is fully up, let's take a look. Let's plan it out. I'll do Baido's hangouts, and I need 4 days for that to unlock. But when do these end? Complete Act 3. 4 days for this. Act 3 will probably be later than that. $7 days. So probably in 7 days I'll do another stream to finish this maybe. We have an entire 16 days left, so this is a long event. I'll say I may as well spend some pointies here. No trial trophies. Grab me an alkahest. I'll just save the rest for the next alkahest first.
But human life is like
anyway, I hope you all have a good afternoon. I will definitely be back later this evening. Probably with Super Nintendo, unless the Earth is invoked with my friend group. Then we'll be doing something else instead.